Hello everybody, this is Waldorf.
And this is Statler.
And we're bringing you Battle Report 166.
166.
Ogres versus the Demonic Legions at Huzzah Hobbies. Oops. All those eyeballs floating around over there.
What's the oops for?
You were supposed to do the Huzzah Ogres part.
Oh.
I broke
You broke protocol.
I did. That was wrong of me.
You were entranced by all the eyeballs.
Maybe we should do it again.
No.
Okay.
We've been doing enough of that lately.
Demonic Legions from Joey.
It's very bright.
It is. He's very... Oh, it is. Courtesan of Lust, who's the general with Master of Divination, Eternal Sword, Blissful Bindings. Harbinger of Lust as the BSB with Apprentice of Evocation. Token of Lust and a Flaming Standard. 30 Sirens with a Rending Banner. 15 Sirens with Musician and Standard. 2 units of Furies. Fantastic. I love Furies.
Mm-hmm.
I need to play an army that has Furies or Harpies or something. Those things are so good. Yeah, I'll settle for Giant Bats. Carnal Chariot, a Siren Chariot, 5 Clawed Fiends, and a Demon Engine of Lust.
Loves his chariots.
Yeah. Ogrecon list, the same one I've been running. Stop and take a look if you have not watched a video recently.
Yes, don't let the bright color fool you.
What, it's not different?
That's not the different list.
Deployment. This was the Dawn Assault, where I have to deploy on all but the 18 inches on the left. He has to deploy all but the 18 inches on the right. The unit you see up there on this top right, he held in reserve. That unit of Sirens.
Okay.
That's in reserve. It's coming in as an ambusher.
Okay. And we have 2 very green hills on this tundra. I guess the air temperature 10 feet above the ground is much higher.
It is.
Yeah. 2 woods, a tower. How'd you play the tower?
As an impassable.
Okay. A wall.
Which turns out to be a mistake because I'm doing, and he's doing it as well. This is the list he took to the tournament.
Right.
We're both doing these as practice games. It turns out the tournament ran these as buildings.
Okay.
So, just not
and,
big.
And I see a pile of rocks.
It's a pile of rocks, which we played as another impassable.
Okay.
Down the bottom left. We've already done I've done my Vanguard.
Okay, so this is full deployment.
This is full deployment.
Okay.
Vanguard's been done. Like I said, the big thing to know is that unit off on the top right.
Right. And the secondaries are what?
Secondaries on
Flags?
This one.
I don't see any markers anywhere.
Yeah, I don't either. It's either breakthrough or flags. I think it was breakthrough.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was breakthrough, but I'm not 100% sure. And you can see, like I said, my hunter, just a mammoth hunter, Vanguard up. I'm just going to try to harass him.
Okay.
Because that's what the hunter does. I like the hunter as a harassment unit. He even knocked down that fence because he didn't like it.
I see that.
He's a big, big, scary man.
He wanted to let his dog out.
Yeah, I had an idea, and you'll see what.
You had an idea?
Yeah, with the mammoth hunter. That's why he's where he is.
That's why he knocked down the fence?
That's why he knocked down the fence. So he's hiding behind it. All right, so going on to turn 1. There you go.
I guess we're on turn 1.
There you go. So the mammoth hunter is able to come up here, move his 14 inches, and get in an angle where the Clawed Fiends can't charge him, the Demon Engine can't charge him, and the Furies have nothing to charge to get out of the way, so the 2 chariots back there can't charge.
Mm-hmm.
And, they're kind of locked. Everything's march blocked. Kind of locks him in. I thought it was fun. And I can also throw my spear from here at the guy on the hill without a penalty.
Right.
Which,
It's even more fun.
Made it even more fun. And he's not thrilled about it. Elsewhere, you can see the whole army is just kind of swinging the door.
Closing the door.
Yep. With the anchor of the mammoth sitting down here.
He's on the flank again.
He is. He likes being there. He likes being where he's not supposed to be.
Well, it's not like these guys have better initiative than you.
Exactly. I can see it if it was like high elves where it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm on the flank. Oh, I don't get my bubble. Yeah, like that was going to help you anyway. So you got it. So he pretty much left his Furies in front of me, just moved them a bit.
Right.
So I can't get to the guy on the
Right.
hill. Used them as chaff and then just kind of walked around me.
Mm-hmm.
All broke around me and ran towards the middle of the board. Clawed Fiends coming over here on the left. I'm not a big fan of that coming around the corner. It's kind of scary.
Yep, the unit's a lot of money.
What's that?
Claude Fiends is a lot of money. They're individual models. Yeah.
Individual models?
Like resin or...
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Big Unisiren coming off to the right. He put the stinking Furies in front of me.
You're being attacked by Tyranids.
Yes. And he did put an unerring strike onto the Bombardiers that I have my Shaman in.
Okay.
Here in the center. Managed to put 4 wounds on me. Less shooting, not happy. Going on to turn 2. So turn 2, it's the overview. You can see about the flank thing. Yeah, you're kind of right, because that Mammoth Hunter's woolly mammoth's in a really bad spot right now. With those Clawed Fiends bearing down on the left, and the demon engine in front of them. So his demon can't fly.
Can't say he's not aggressive.
Yes. The demon can't fly, so my Saber Tusk comes up to chaff him.
Okay.
The Mammoth Hunter makes his march tests, walks around the unit of Harpies, so he can throw his hunting spear at the demon.
Trying to see where he is.
Mammoth Hunter, up there on top of the building.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he was back there on the other side.
Yeah.
He just walked around.
I'm looking at the wrong unit of
Right.
Furies.
Oh, okay. And also using his Furies as chaff against
the Chariot.
the chariot on top of the hill. Although it's a strength 4 chariot. If it really wants to charge me, I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he can still charge if he wants to.
Over here in the center, I backed up a little bit. Actually, we looked at it and I thought he had a problem for some reason. Yes, because if he wheels, he can only wheel once during the charge.
Mm-hmm.
And if he wheels, he can't hit me. If he comes forward and wheels, then he hits his other chariot. It was really a tight.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
This chariot on the hill.
Oh, okay.
If he wheels where he was and tries to hit me, he clips this.
Yeah, you have to charge them both then.
So he can't do it. Yeah, he would have to charge them, and he definitely doesn't want to do that. Because the Furies just give him a ton. Even though this thing's no prize, I do have the Dragon Staff.
Right.
So
okay.
I can unleash that on the Furies and cause some extra wounds.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah. Anyway, so we have that. So over here in the center, my line kind of just backs up. So to open up the distance a little bit, the Shaman bails out of the unit and backs up behind the woods.
Okay. Yes, that's a wood's not a hill. Yes.
Right. It'd be really nice. It would have helped me if it was
well, it looks brownish. It's without the tree
Yeah,
on it. I forgot what it was.
trees got shifted.
Yeah.
And
Rebuilt the wall.
I did rebuild the wall because the dog wanted to hide behind it.
Yeah.
Because I figured that thing with -1 to hit me might not kill me.
There you go. He's very industrious. Yeah. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible, right? Off to the right, the 2 bruiser units just kind of circle around.
I figured out why your Scratapult doesn't work very well.
What's that?
It's got these big blocks in it. It can't throw it. It's
It's
not
got
built
that,
well
it's
enough.
got that big square block in it.
Yeah.
That's telling me that I misfired last turn, and I can't fire this turn. That's why it's there. These guys work around the edge. Let's see what else we got going on.
And his ambushers still are not on the table. They're not.
Correct.
Yeah.
The ambushers still have not come on the table.
Okay, some flaming swords.
I get off the flaming swords. Despite bailing out of the unit, still managed to place him badly. The Shaman badly. If he would have been 2 inches off to the left, he would have hit all 3 units instead of just the 2. But it's what I have. Get a pyroclastic flow off, and managed to kill 2 Furies with it.
Oh baby.
Yeah, exciting. Speared him in the back for 3 wounds.
Okay.
That makes me
No
really
complaint
happy.
there.
No complaint at all there.
Yep.
But with the 7 bombardiers, the 7 bombardiers, and I think it's all 6 of the, no, sorry, the 6 mercenaries fired over here into the demon and did 1 more wound.
Oh, okay.
He's up to 4 now. The 7 bombardiers, I think the 3 on the left fired at the demon as well, and the ones on the right fired into the demon engine. And it looks like, can't tell. I'm pretty sure it did like 2 wounds.
There's a wound mark. I can't read it though.
Yeah, these guys, these 3 here could shoot here, but these 4 could not, and they had to put their shots into this. So they have that. Didn't do anywhere near the damage I thought I would this turn. Especially with the hunter doing 3.
Right.
I thought I could have easily put another 3 or maybe even killed it.
Yeah.
But didn't happen.
You needed your mage to be farther over.
I don't think it would have mattered.
Extra +1 to wound wouldn't have mattered.
I don't think it would have mattered.
Okay.
I think the problem was hitting.
Oh, okay. It's like the mercenaries are the ones that are out.
Right. So he declares a charge with his Clawed Fiends.
Okay.
I decide to flee, roll a 3 for distance.
Oh, that is a die roll. Okay, that's not a good roll.
Yeah. And then it wouldn't have mattered anyway because the Furies were still there, and which I completely missed when I decided to flee.
Yeah.
I forgot completely about the Furies. So the Furies declared a charge as well and chased him off the board.
Okay.
I did not see that double charge. It's my mistake. So then the Furies make their redirect check and charged into my shaman.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
He forgot that. Well, he didn't forget, but my shaman unleashed his strength 4 breath weapon and killed the 3 Furies.
Okay.
Over here, he's only got, I guess that's 1 wound on his.
So those redirected from your
So then the Clawed Fiends redirect from the Mammoth
into
my mercenaries, which is even better.
And then they send a little help in with the
big
demon engine.
demon engine comes in and decides.
Man, that's an ugly model.
It's painted well.
Exactly. It is, but
I'm not a big fan of the demon engine.
I'm not a big fan of a lot of those old GW.
The mechanical
chaos models. Yes,
thing.
it looks very 40K.
It does.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, he's trying to deal with my 2 units of bruisers over here, so his chariots point off to the right, and his sirens get in position. And his Furies decide to attempt again to screen me from going after his demon prince.
Yeah.
So now I can't go off to the left. I have to go off to the right and circle all the way around.
Well, if it was a building, could have entered that.
Yeah, but I couldn't walk back out in the same turn.
Just throw a spear out.
So over here, they between the 2 of them, they smash 3 of my mercenaries, send the other 3 running.
Wow. Okay.
I managed to do quite a few wounds back. 6, 7, 8 wounds. Sorry, 5 wounds to the Clawed Fiends because there's only 5 of them.
Yeah.
I killed 1 and put 2 wounds on him.
Okay.
But we're heading out.
Not good.
His overrun from the demon engine
And
puts him.
But he didn't catch you. Okay.
He did not catch him.
That was the important thing.
Yeah, overrun from the demon engine puts it into the bombardiers.
Yep. Should be able to finish that off.
And we go to turn 3. Yeah,
Okay.
bombardiers. Yeah, well, they'll take care of it. It's no,
Yeah.
no problem at all. And that's what we're looking like. So the mercenaries decide they've had enough. They leave.
Wow. Okay.
They didn't want to rally. They're done.
So he's pretty happy at this point.
He is. The Mammoth Hunter did not make his roll.
March roll.
Did not make his march roll. Was able to come around far enough to get to here.
Okay.
He killed the dog and then got a 3 or 4 inch overrun. He was hoping to overrun and get further downfield, so where the hunter would have more of a problem keeping up with him. Well, why lose 3 bombardiers when you can lose 7 to a big nasty creature?
There is that.
So piled the unit into the side.
Mm-hmm.
And the bruisers you can see are lined up.
Right.
to come in next time after he kills me and overruns. Or to deal with the Clawed Fiends, whichever happens to come next. 2 units of bruisers up on top, back up a bit, and space themselves out. Just, I can't fight everything that's over there.
Well,
I don't think I can fight anything that's
I don't
over
think
there.
so either. Well, a chariot you can fight.
Again, this time I placed the shaman correctly. He is within 6 inches of both these units of guys.
You placed it correctly?
No, I managed to place it correctly this time. And cast flaming swords. So at least now these guys are wounding on 5. It's a lot of attacks.
Yep.
Wounding on 5.
He's already got a few wounds on him. So.
Yeah. And as well, put a fireball and put 3 more wounds onto the Clawed Fiends with the fireball and its bonus. The Scratapult decides to hit.
So I'm sure these dice mean something.
That's the Scratapult shot.
Okay.
That's what I rolled. And peels off the whole back row of his guys. I mean, it's 7. I mean, but he's got a 5. You know,
he's got a 5 ward. Yep.
Yeah. You can see his pink dice over there. He's rolling. He made 4 out of 11.
Still makes you happy.
It's still good. It's a whole rank gone.
I wonder how those little spinny little women are toting around that big stone.
Big stone. They're dancing around it. So he kind of whiffed in this combat and only put 1 wound on me.
He doesn't have that many attacks.
And he can't stomp me.
He can't stomp, and he doesn't give.
But I did almost
any
nothing.
Special weapons. So,
I did almost nothing to him. I put 1 wound on him. He's up to 2.
Okay.
So not thrilled about that.
But you had a flank and a charge.
But I have flank and a charge. He sticks around. Up top, the Mammoth Hunter throws a stick at the demon. The demon laughs as it bounces off of him.
Okay.
With his ward save.
Oh, okay.
He just laughed at me, scoffed at me, made me angry. Declared a charge.
I'm picturing him rolling his dice, and I don't think that's what he was doing.
You don't think so?
No.
When he was rolling, or after it settled?
When he was rolling.
Okay.
I don't think it was.
When he was rolling.
Probably a lot of commenting about I just need a 5 or something. I can just visualize it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Up on top, he declares a charge at my bruisers, the ones at the edge of the woods. They want no part of that nonsense. They're going to flee. As you can tell, his ambushers still haven't arrived.
Coming on. Wow. It's going to be off the table here in a minute.
His other chariot comes into the woods at my bombardiers in the flank to help his big monster out. But I do still have bubble flaming swords going up, so that's not great for him.
It's just about
and
the impact hits.
Took 1 or 2 wounds coming into the woods. I'm not sure which. You can see up top the Furies have screened my Mammoth Hunter again, and this time the demon's taking no chances and runs as fast as he can all the way down here. Like, I want no part of that.
Yep.
Here we go. He's just casting spells. Apparently only 1 wound coming into the woods for the chariot. And there's that guy getting screened.
Okay.
So
I like how he keeps screening and he's like facing in different directions.
Yeah. Well,
she's actually facing here.
The only thing that was odd that he was doing, the only thing that I guess it really doesn't matter, but he was facing me every time instead of facing the other way. So if, he could have done, not that they want to charge me, so I guess it doesn't matter. Over here, the Demon Engine, they break both my units, smash me.
Okay.
And I believe ran me down.
I don't see any ogres.
They are not there.
Okay.
So.
But you got some charges lined up.
And you can see his Clawed Fiends whipped around to the right. Are sweeping around so they can deal with stuff. We go into my turn 4.
I think we need a better close-up on that.
Can I get closer?
Yeah.
Not quite close enough?
I can, because I can't see all of the imperfection in the dice.
I'll work on that. Let's see if I can do better next time. So there you have that. That's the other thing. He got Spectral Blade. He got like 3 spells off.
He's got a big stack, and then 1 on the other guy. So,
it was pretty ugly. So there you have that. So the big unit of tribesmen and the bruisers charge into the flank of the chariot. They can smash. I have seen no reason they wouldn't just smash this and overrun into the big demon engine, finish it as well.
Right.
Bruisers up top rally. He decided not to even bother because I can't. Even if I make my march test, I'm not going to get within close enough to throw at the guy. So I just decided to charge him and get rid of him once and for all.
Once and for all, yeah.
And he did.
Okay.
Ate them all.
Wow.
He was
I
hungry.
guess he was very hungry, as was his belt buckle.
Yes, was his belt buckle. The overran worked. The overrun. I smashed the chariot. Overrun. Chose not to with the bruisers. To just leave them out to kind of just. I'm hoping to distract this guy. You know, the demon.
Okay.
Mr. Mammoth Hunter up top is after he smashed those overran. Got like an 11 or something. Got all the way downfield, which is fantastic for me.
Yeah.
We got that. Oh, that's what I did. The reason I did this is why I did this. The bruisers did not overrun. Because if they were going to overrun, I was going to be late, sticking off to the side. And if his demon goes into that fight, his demon can put the attacks on the bruisers.
Right.
And it goes against the whole combat. By leaving the bruisers out, he can go kill the bruisers if he wants, but he can't go help the demon engine.
Right, and he's in the front of you, not
he's in the front of
okay.
the unit of tribesmen.
Okay.
So that's what that was about.
Okay.
I was wondering there for a minute why I had done that, but that's why. And I've only got three or four more wounds to put on this thing.
But
even so,
I've only got one wound left too,
I've got what's that?
The character, the demon.
The big demon has 2.
Yeah. Oh, 2 remaining.
He's got 4 on him.
Okay.
But like I said, this one has 4 wounds remaining. But I've got a charge, a big flank, 2 ranks at the moment, 2 banners. So I should smash this guy, even if I don't kill him. Should crush him in combat res. So we have that.
And your dog went to save your Scratapult.
And my dog went to delay the inevitable. And you can see the Scratapult fired again and has narrowed them down and peeled off most of another rank.
You have to kill another 4, it looks like.
Which is good for me. Happy about that. The chariot in the back charged the unit of bruisers who fled again.
Okay.
I'm just fleeing from him and leaving me alone.
So this is his turn. He charged.
This is his turn. Oh yeah, because the tribesmen are an overrun, so we haven't done that fight yet. Demon charges into my bruisers.
And he charged your dog with.
And he has to get rid of the dog or get stuck behind it forever. And so there we have that. And you can see the charges up front. So the
bruisers.
The tribesmen.
Tribesmen.
The tribesmen smashed the big monster. Since they're right up against the bruisers, they have to go wheel on 90 degrees. They have to pivot when they do the pivot after the combat. Pretty much had to be on 90-degree angles.
Right.
So I turned around and faced up the board where I think the sirens are still going to be on my turn. Over here, he only did 5 wounds to me.
Yeah. And
I put one more wound on him.
Okay.
So I think he's only got 7 or I don't know how many attacks. But anyway.
More importantly, he's stuck there for his turn.
But he's stuck. Correct. And there we go. I rolled a 5 for my break test.
Okay.
And stuck around.
And there's no reforming.
And turn 5. Nope. That's what it looks like going into turn 5.
I'm surprised you didn't reform him.
Who?
The character, so he's facing the other way, since he's corner to corner.
Oh, facing which way?
So his front's back towards the middle. Anyway, yeah.
So in the last turn, it's turn 5.
Yeah.
The Mammoth Hunter decides to charge in.
Sure, why not?
I'm hoping impact hits kill him.
Yep.
Kill it. I don't want it to go to the fight, but I want to kill it on impact. The tribesmen declare a charge. They only need to roll a 6 to get into the flank of the sirens.
Okay.
Chariot and the bruisers are going to come help.
Okay.
Bruisers need to roll a 3 of 9 for the re-rollable for the guy on the hill, and everybody makes it in.
Okay.
So that's not going to go well.
No.
That. And there's a picture of those guys. And this is a mistake I make. I need to stop. I need to pay more attention to how I'm lining up the tribesmen in the flank. See how they got the tribesmen in the flank? The BSB's on the left.
Yeah.
The BSB's only touching that back rank.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not thinking of what I'm doing on impact hits.
Right.
So that back rank should be gone after the impact hits.
Yeah.
Meaning the BSB doesn't get to fight.
Yeah, unless he has a challenge.
Unless he's in a challenge or whatever. But I'm just saying that's something I need to work on.
Well, I mean, he was where he was. He didn't have much choice, right?
No, I could have shifted down so he's touching the back 2 ranks.
Yeah, I guess you would have still been in contact.
And then I'm overlapping in the front.
Yeah.
That's how I should have done that.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's just my mistake.
Yeah. Well, you could challenge off, at least get the combat res.
It's just these little things like that.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
mean the difference between an average player and a good player.
Yep.
So I will remain average. Over here, between the two of them, I did not kill him on impact.
Okay.
And he challenged, of course,
right,
to keep the guys from hitting him. But I did manage to put the final wound on him after
he's
he did
dead.
2 to me, and he's dead.
Okay.
And he's just pulling him out.
I was confused.
Yeah. And then the combined mess of all this, the BSB did get into a challenge with his BSB. And this combined mess, they just picked up the unit. You can see there's wounds all over me. Well, not that bad on the tribes.
Yeah, they're sprinkled around. But yeah.
Sprinkled wounds, but he was just devastated.
Mm-hmm. 2 guys left.
Did he have these?
Or 1 guy in a character?
No, they were gone.
Okay.
He just hadn't picked them up at the moment.
Okay, so facing back to the center.
And tribesmen turned back around to look at the clawed fiends.
Mm-hmm.
On turn 5, this is turn 5 coming up, I believe.
His ambusher never comes
His ambusher showed up on turn 5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A turn too late to count as scoring.
Yep.
Chariot once again charged into the bruisers. They ran.
And
then the clawed fiends charged the Scratapult, which fled, but I caught it.
Okay.
Didn't get very far. And turned back towards the center of the board. Turn 6. It's just really mop up at this point. He's staying out of arcs everywhere, so I can't charge him anywhere.
So you just position yourself so you don't get...
position myself, turned around.
3 points.
I actually turned around with that unit so I could face into him and
make him charge you if he wants to fight.
Make him charge me if he wants to deal with me. And that was it. Where did he kill my mage? He killed my mage somewhere in there.
Didn't see that.
I didn't see it either. Yeah, but I'm looking and the mage isn't around anymore.
Must have been the...
I don't think he was in the fight in the sirens in the center.
He was behind your line for the longest time.
The fiends got him. That's what it was. You're correct.
Yeah.
The fiends, when they did that sweeping around the back of me, got to my mage. That's what it was. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
All right. But he still managed to...
But despite that, and the big problem with the mage is he's my general. So he's a lot of points, plus he's my general.
Right.
So that adds up.
As do those mercenaries.
Yeah. So it ended up being 3790 for me and 3176 for him. I did not get anybody into his deployment zone. They could not make it, and therefore it ended up being a draw on the secondary objective.
You probably could have gotten the 1 guys, but you would have exposed the rear to the guys.
Yeah, which probably would have been okay,
Mm-hmm.
but with a rerollable 8, it's rough.
Yeah.
Didn't want to take that chance.
Sure.
Because that's another huge, because the BSB is still in there.
Right.
It's a big chunk of points.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's already got my dog, so I got nothing to block him with.
Yep.
All right, but that's going to do it.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Till next time.